My Hero Academia, Season 2, Episode 18. It's Jane.
And it's JV.
And we are about to find out what happens.
Yeah.
Remember last episode?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because we just watched it.
Yeah.
We're doing back-to-back.
Back-to-back episodes. So, yes, every Sunday we drop My Hero Academia. So, thanks for coming back.
Yeah. Okay, so they beat the hero killer, who is Stain, and then he got out. Like, he was knocked out for a second. They tied him up, and then
He easily got out. He had another knife
in his sleeve. And then Midoriya and Todoroki, I think that they make an amazing team.
Yeah.
Ingenium's arms are hurt, and Midoriya's legs are hurt. The Nomus are all down. And then Stain said that All Might is the only hero who's worthy enough to kill him.
Yeah.
But he was put down because he's frozen because his broken rib pierced his lung.
Yeah, something he like was all raged out at the end, and then he froze, and then like Midoriya was narrating. He's like, I found out later that his lung was pierced, and so I don't know. We don't know if he's dead or if he's just like really injured, and then we're gonna see now. But that was really crazy.
Yeah.
That last episode was such a action-packed whirlwind episode. It was so good.
I can't get enough of this show.
I know.
I do miss the old intro.
Intro though?
Whoa.
So all the Nobus are down. The hero killer stays down. So I think this episode is gonna go back to like chilling out a bit. And we got to see Endeavor in action. That was one of my favorite parts. Guys, if you want it, it's hard for me to edit these crazy action-packed episodes into like 9 minutes. So if you want to watch the full uncut version, that's available on Patreon. And also, Funimation, if you go to their website, you can subscribe there, and it's like $5 a month, and you could watch like the entire series. So that's where we get these episodes from. So go to Funimation, subscribe to them, and you could watch like the full episode, which is it's really cool. And then it's not just My Hero on Funimation; it's like tons of shows.
Yeah.
You know, they're not a sponsor. I'm just saying, like.
You know where else you can find tons of shows?
Where?
On our Patreon.
Oh yeah, we got a ton of shows on Patreon. So
we have like 20 shows now.
Yeah, over 20 different shows on Patreon. Some of them are exclusives because we can't post them to YouTube.
Yeah.
So
just come and check it out.
Yeah, go to Patreon, check it out. There's a whole playlist. I made it easy to navigate now. There's a whole playlist of all the shows we have, so you can take a look and see if there's anything you're interested in and check it out.
All right, let's do this.
And the next episode is also out on Patreon.
So the injured young'uns are awake.
Gran Torino!
You've got a visitor.
All Might?
Wait.
This is Hosu's chief of police,
Whoa.
Kichi Surigame.
Stain has some serious injuries. Severe burns and several broken bones. Right now, he's in the hospital under strict guard. Woof. Here's a lesson you should have already learned. Deadly quirks. After all, we're here to stop such harm from being done. The only reason pros can use their powers now is because of the strict code of ethics at the... That's why it's against the law for uncertified people to use their quirks to cause injury.
No.
None of you have the authority to harm the villain.
Come on, man.
That means the three of you. And judgments for this gross abuse of your power.
What? It was the hero killer.
If Ida had not stepped in, Native would have been murdered. And if not for Midoriya, we should have just stood by and watched people die. Calm down.
Exactly.
It's okay to break the law as long as it goes your way.
No, come on. You gotta be flexible.
Isn't it a hero's job to save people? You damn mutt.
Todoroki, listen. You'll want to hear him out till the end.
What I've said is the official stance of the police department.
Oh.
But any punishment would only be necessary if this went public. We could say endeavourably, and we could pretend you weren't involved. Woof. It would mean no one would know about you, though. You'd receive no acclaim at all. The choice is yours. I don't want to damage any promise like this.
Okay, good. He's a good guy.
But at least, allow me as the chief of police.
That's cool.
You could have started with that.
Oh, killer. Awesome. Seriously? Who took him down? Endeavor. Just what you'd expect from the #2 hero.
Based on their distinctive appearance, however, and the presence of two people our reporters filmed nearby, many are speculating they're connected to the League of Villains that attacked UA High last month.
With his arrest, everyone in the country can rest a little.
Who the heck is that?
Officials are awaiting the recovery of several of his victims before further investigating the villain's motives.
Gonna break him out.
Talking about the criminal who has surely left his mark on Japan, if not the world. The hero killer Stain. Why did he do it? What did he hope to gain? I also want to hear your thoughts.
It's his team. He's gonna build his own team. Can't do it by himself.
After 8 p.m., the hero killer Stain was arrested by Endeavor on this very floor.
He's all they're talking about. What about my nomos? Once this night is over, the world will have forgotten you ever existed.
They need the original Nomu back.
But we didn't even make the front page.
All he cares about is being in the news, being a headline.
Remember, we're here to protect others, not seek out vengeance. It'll be business as usual today. Standard material means. Thank you.
At least he doesn't have those giant grenade things anymore.
Ready to get out of this
Hated
place.
that.
Our new formula is sure to deeply penetrate each
The girls.
strand. Such shine, such volume, such luxury. This is just the first cut, so it'll be another month before it airs. It needs lots of CGI.
Look at her.
So weird. We'll be on TV.
We're heroes. This is just what it takes to be a pro.
So, how about we go patrol?
Yes! I got really nervous when the only thing you sent was your location.
Oh, he sent it to everybody.
Was that a boy?
Yeah, but it's not like that.
I can't believe I talked to a girl on the phone! It's like she was whispering in my ear.
The arms.
Left hand might have damage that's permanent.
What? Permanent?
Permanent damage.
Both my arms were pretty torn up, but the injury to my left arm was especially severe.
That's the one he
Damage
pulled
was
the
to my
knife out
brachial
with his
plexus,
teeth.
which just means I'll have trouble moving my fingers, and my hand might have some numbness. When I came across the hero killer, I stopped thinking rationally. The first thing I should have done was call Manuel, but I got lost in my own anger. I hate him so much, but I can't deny he spoke the truth. That's why, until I'm able to call myself a real hero, I'll leave my left hand as it is.
Ida, I feel the same way. My hand is a reminder too. Let's get stronger. Together.
His hand's all jacked up from sports festival.
Yeah, that wasn't even life or death.
I feel kind of bad.
About what?
Whenever I'm involved, someone's hand gets all messed up. There's something wrong with me.
Todoroki, I didn't know you had a sense of humor.
This isn't
He wasn't joking.
hand crusher or something.
They're laughing so hard. Hey, hand crusher!
I know it probably couldn't be helped, but thanks to him, I'm getting a pay cut, and my teaching license is being suspended for 6 months.
Oh.
His tendency to jump into situations without thinking is just like yours, Toshinori.
I humbly apologize, sir.
I actually called to talk about the hero killer. I saw him only briefly in person, but in that short amount of time, he shook me to my very core.
You must have already been tied up, so what scared you?
It probably stemmed from his fanatic ideology.
I'm not trying to praise him or anything, but he's got the same determination as you when it comes to your symbol of peace thing. There's similarities.
What do you mean?
As the investigation continues, his ideology and opinions will be all over the media.
Yeah, more people will join his cause.
The age we live in, for better or for worse, is one of suppression. There will be people across the globe who are influenced by these new ideas.
If that's true and he inspires copycat villains, they'll probably strike out on their own.
That's where the League of Villains comes in.
The Hosu incident suggests that Stain and the League are connected somehow.
That means the League will go from being thought of as a bunch of juvenile delinquents that attacked UA to being recognized as a group with an ideology, even if each individual is insignificant. If that evil gathers under one banner, it will swell to unstoppable proportions. If the villain in charge knew this would happen from the beginning, then he is a brilliant strategist.
When I heard from Suguuchi that Nomu had multiple quirks, I had a bad feeling. But if he's back...
He knows who it is.
It could be the man who killed Shimura, my sworn friend, your master and the previous holder of One for All.
What?
Open that hole in your stomach. The villain named All for One is on the rise again.
Yoshinori, that child admires you so wholly and fiercely. You should find the time to tell him everything concerning you and One for All. Be honest. He deserves to know the truth.
The villain called One for All.
Yeah.
So that's the guy that killed his predecessor.
The hero killer's identity and motives started being dissected from various angles.
Man, I missed the days before All Might. And I was still small time back then. Remember when villains were wild and impulsive? Everyone thought they could take over the world. But when All Might showed up, everything changed and got so damn boring.
Have you seen this yet?
Huh? What's that?
It's a video of the hero killer. He's hot right now.
The hero killer, Stain. Real name, Chizame Akaguro. As a child, he was greatly inspired by All Might's debut. He enrolled in a private hero high school, but was dismayed by what he viewed as the educational system's skewed understanding of what it meant to be a hero. For the next 10 years, he trained in killing techniques in order to fulfill his self-appointed duty. During this time, his parents passed away, and what police eventually ruled as a tragic accident. His focus was on
eventually ruled.
Days. He believed heroes should not seek compensation. That one should epitomize the idea of self-sacrifice. Hero! I will reclaim that one.
Midoriya.
Come on! Just try and stop me, you fake! There is only one man I'll let kill me. He is a true hero. All Might is worthy!
This keeps getting uploaded and immediately
And Midoriya's in the background.
But they can't stop it. It's not hard to see. This guy is really stirring something in people. It's infectious. Do you feel it?
No, it's working.
I don't think the heroes realize what's
God.
Oh my goodness.
The evil that was once quiet and scattered now has a rallying cry that's calling out to it. Individual criminals are seeking out the organization
Yeah,
that the
they're wearing
killer Stain was connected to.
That looks like Todoroki,
They're all
but
headed to the League of Villains.
Wow. Damn
that's
it.
it.
Oh, I don't think it was Mother's War.
Yeah, I thought there would be like one more part.
Damn, man. So the whole master plan. I wonder if... Okay, so we learned okay, so there's always like a big bad guy. Like in Young Justice, it was Randall Savage, right?
Yeah.
So in this, it's All Might.
Or
One for All. Vandal Savage.
You always say Randall.
Yeah, I don't know. Randy Savage, I guess from wrestling.
Yeah.
Vandal Savage. So in this, it's One for All. That's his name. The villain, his name's One for All. So he killed All Might's predecessor,
and he punched the hole in All Might's stomach.
Yeah, and he punched the hole in his stomach, and he was what's it called? His best friend, Gran Torino's best friend, like got killed by him.
Yeah.
So, and then All Might was surprised because he's like, how could he survive those injuries? So the guy that this guy's always talking to, I don't know his name. His power is like disintegration. I think his dad, he was always, is it his dad? I don't know. The guy on the phone all the time, or on the TV, that's all for one.
Oh, okay. I didn't put that together. Now I get it.
Yeah, so that guy's all for one. He created the Nobus. He can give the Nobus more than powers, one quirk, right? Yeah, I think that was his quirk. He has multiple powers.
Yeah.
So that's why he can take on All Might, and he killed the previous All Might.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. I want to see more. I want to see the previous All Might. Like I want to see
like
how
in a flashback sequence or something.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
What else did we learn? So they're all hospitalized.
Todoroki said like, "I must be cursed."
Yeah.
Someone's hand gets injured. It's like I just watched and my hand is injured.
Yeah.
You know.
The hand crusher.
And they were laughing so hard.
He was serious though. It's like, "Am I cursed?" Like,
it was so funny.
Yeah, that was a funny moment. So we saw the chief of police. We saw.
Ruff.
Yeah, he was like this big dog guy.
Yeah.
So at first I thought
Todoroki was gonna light him up.
You know, yeah, I mean he was starting. He called him a mutt, which is pretty bad. So you know how in every superhero show there's always the police that's after them. Mm-hmm. Like, you're a vigilante. Like, the police are always against them, and then eventually they come around.
Yeah.
I thought that was where they were going. Like, the police are against them. You guys are criminals. You're not supposed to do this. But it was totally, which I love. He's
Me
like,
too. It wasn't the typical.
That's the official thing I gotta say. But
however,
I'm on your side. And he bowed to them too. He's like, thank you guys. That was so cool.
That video though that's circulating, everyone's gonna know that Midoriya was involved.
Yeah, he might be a target too. Oh yeah, because he was just on the ground.
Yeah,
he was
so
hurt,
it might be okay.
So it might have been just like some kid got hurt.
Yeah.
But that plan to like rally all the bad guys, like the villains, I wonder if that was orchestrated or it's kind of just like it just happened.
I don't know. If that was the plan, like, or if it was like the Nomus was supposed to get people's attention, but then instead it's Hero Killer was getting it.
And it was like maybe that was his plan, but this accelerated the plans even further. Now they're like behind this ideology of like taking out the heroes that are kind of greedy and all they want is compensation and fame. But like for if they were superheroes were real, right? Like don't
they deserve compensation?
There's even like kind of guys like that in our world. Like what's his name? Something Jones. Phoenix Jones. So he's a hero. I forget where he lives in the US. So he patrols the streets and he takes down criminals and stuff. And like some police back him, some police aren't like don't like what he's doing. But okay, say there was heroes with actual powers that were helping people. Like wouldn't they have to get compensation for it to keep going? Because the thing in like Superman, like he gets no compensation. He has to work at the Daily Bugle as a news reporter.
Yeah, like, it seems like they should be given compensation because they are doing the work.
Yeah, they're kind of like police, but they're doing like...
They also jack up the streets.
Yeah, so that way they would have to kind of keep that in check.
Like Superman blows up entire cities.
Yeah, like...
He shouldn't get compensation.
Not the movie Superman is really reckless, which I don't like. But the cartoon one, he kind of like... Actually...
Cartoon one's still reckless, isn't he?
Yeah. Sometimes he'll take them to the desert and fight, which is what you're supposed to do. Like take them but sometimes you have no choice. Yeah. But anyway, I think they should get compensation because if they don't, then
yes, if they follow guidelines, like okay, if you don't destroy any city buildings or you don't destroy any roads or anything, then you get this much. However, if you destroy this, then the fixing of that comes out of your salary.
Yeah, but at the same time, say you're fighting a supervillain that like a Nomu type character, and he would have destroyed the whole city, but you have to fight him and destroy some of the city. Like you can't.
So maybe they have like servers. When you're a server, they take some of your tips.
Right.
Each shift you have to put $2 into a pot.
Yeah,
so maybe that.
It would be taxes. Happens. It would be like there would be kind of like a buffer for repairs.
Yeah.
Depending on the villain, like it would be a whole thing, a whole structure they'd have to do. But you'd have to pay them. Like there's no way, because then what if the guy has a 9 to 5 and then he's got to go? I don't know. It's so complicated.
It is.
Yeah. But I think they should be paid.
Yeah.
You think so too?
I think they should be paid.
Yeah. Okay, what else? So what's gonna happen next episode?
That was it. I don't know.
So okay, they're rallying all the back. So we saw at the end there was a bunch of villains.
They'll get together at that bar.
Yeah, that creepy girl killed some guy.
Yeah.
And then there's this super jacked guy in the forest.
And the guy that's like Todoroki, but he has like stitches and
stuff. He has stitches and no skin from the jawline down. And then there was a copycat guy that looked like the Hero Killer Stain, but he had green hair. He had like the sword and everything.
And he had the
the scarf and So they're all gonna rally behind the villain. What is it? The Hall of Villains or something?
The League of Villains.
League of Villains. So I want to see that. They're gonna go and sign up. They're gonna have their own team, and then Midoriya's gonna have his team, and then they're gonna have to fight them. Man, I can't wait.
It's going to be sick.
It's going to be sick.
Awesome. Guys, if you want to check out the next episode, you can head on over to Patreon. It's actually a few episodes ahead. That's where the 10-minute version is and the full-length version. And there's also over 20 other shows over there, so check it out. It's one price for all of them, so you should take a look at it.
Yeah.
And it helps support the show.
Yeah, there's a ton of content. I'll put the links in the description, too, so you can see how many shows, if there's something you like, if there's more than, like, you might like My Hero Academia, but you might like a bunch of other shows too. Yeah. So the value is like way higher. So.
And if you want to hang out with us, there's 2 ways to do that. There's one, you can join us every Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday over on Twitch for our live reaction show. Or you can join us on JV Gaming. That's our second channel, and we play video games and chat. All right, guys, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Catch you next time. We're out of here. Peace. If you like that video and you want to see more, go ahead and click that square button.
And if you want to subscribe, click that circle button.
Thanks for being part of Team Go.